Hey folks, Bill Duran here, just chilling out, sitting on my deck. You know, I ask myself questions every single day as to, what our purpose is, what's my purpose. And sometimes you can get the answer, sometimes the answer eludes you. You can't because it's not meant for you to get that answer yet. But what I can say about being an entrepreneur is there are many highs and many lows that you're going to experience because no one really has taught how to be an entrepreneur. Although colleges now have entrepreneurial class and they teach you, I guess, the theory behind being an entrepreneur. But unless you're ever all in as an entrepreneur, you're not going to understand what it takes. For me, it started early on in my life. When I was a kid, I got the bug because I had to sell candy door to door for our sports programs that we were in to help raise money for the program. And that really kind of started it. And then I did a garage sale of my own and sold a snowmobile that we had that was broke down. And it really got me interested in how things worked. And the really cool thing when I was a kid is my mom sold real estate. She was an agent for many, many years. And she used to take me on showings with her, and then she would take me to closings. And it fascinated me how everything worked and came together in that one office. So it intrigued me how do you put it together? How do you get people interested in a house? What do you say to them to sell them the house? Really, how do you pitch them on the house? And then once they agree and they put in an offer, how does the back and forth go, the negotiating? And then how is it financed? How do banks become interested in wanting to finance a house and make it somebody's home? All of these things have always intrigued me, and the real estate market is forever changing. I did a couple fix and flips myself in Detroit back in the late 90s. Although I could have continued to do that, it was incredibly dangerous down there. I was in some pretty rough neighborhoods trying to help revitalize the neighborhood, but because I wasn't part of the neighborhood, I was not welcomed, and things happened to force my wife to say, hey, you can't do this, it's way too dangerous, your life is worth more than just your profit that you're bringing in from these deals. So I got out of it. Sometimes I regret it because I was around the right people that had the connections, but I also found out very early on that when you are close to somebody that knows how to make money and knows where to get the deals done, decades ago, they didn't really want to share it with you. They didn't want to help you succeed. They wanted you to fail, and they wanted to do everything they could to stand in your way. And that's what happened to me. There were some people, I would say not very good people, that prevented me from accelerating my growth in the real estate fix and flip business because they were afraid I was going to take money out of their pocket. So instead, they took as much money out of their pocket as they could grab and really devastated me and my family. So I moved on. I've created a different kind of future for my family. And most importantly, I'm excited. I just wrote a book called eBay Gold Rush, Strike It Rich as a Power Seller. I've also put together a phenomenal coaching program that shows people not just how to sell on eBay, because anybody can show you how to sell on eBay, but I show you the right way to do it, from setting up your account correctly to figuring out why you're going to sell online, then figuring out what you're going to sell online and where to get it, how to make correct postings or listings so that they're not only visually attractive, but you say the right things so that people are intrigued. Then how do you accelerate that to the point of becoming a top-rated power seller like me? So the benefits from this program are enormous. You're not going to have to spend years and years and years of trial and error trying to figure out how to do this. You're not going to lose the kind of money that I've lost. You're not going to experience the kind of frustration I've experienced. And you're not going to get frustrated because you're going to have a simple roadmap designed for you that I've used for years and that I teach other people how to use so that they can start on eBay quick. You know, we typically within 90 days, they can get the power seller status, top-rated power seller status, because that's the rules with eBay is you have to sell a minimum of $1,000 worth of items. You have to be a member in good standing. You have to have good feedback, and you have to have low percentage of returns or defects, as they call them. And these are all things that I show people how to do, because if you jump into trying to sell on eBay and you do it wrong, it's going to take you twice as long to regain your momentum to get back to that top-rated power seller status. Now, the benefits of getting there is you get discounts through eBay on your shipping and some listing discounts, but it also gives you way more credibility than the millions of other sellers that are on there. So to achieve it is not impossible. It's very possible for anybody, but to maintain it is the key. You want to maintain it and become a trusted seller, so no matter what you're selling on eBay, people will come to you and say, hey, I'm going to hit buy it now. I'm not going to worry about a thing because I know this person will take care of me. They're trusted. They have history with eBay. They have history with other sellers and other buyers. I'm going to hit that buy it now button and get the product they're selling. That's as simple as it should be. But people complicate things so much that's why I decided to write a book. And there hasn't been a book written about eBay in, I don't know, 5-10 years to really inspire individuals. Maybe you're a retiree, or maybe you're approaching retirement. Maybe you have a collection of stuff that now you don't want anymore, you need to get rid of, but you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. I cover all those bases. You know, maybe you're a new eBay seller and you're struggling a little bit to sell things. I've got you covered as well. I take you step by step through my roadmap and through their coaching program of exactly how to do it successfully, how I've done it, how it works, and I give you all the tools that you'll need to kind of tweak them your way and make them work for you your way. You know, I use the analogy of being an auto mechanic. I used to be a certified auto mechanic, and I had a toolbox about this high full of tools. Now, many of those tools I didn't use for weeks, sometimes even months. But the tools were there for me when I needed them. And I just would go in the box, pull a drawer out, get the tool, do the job, and I'd be done. That's what I'm providing for people through my book and through my coaching program, are tools to help you succeed at a much faster pace than others. But let me also put my own disclaimer out there. You could not make any money doing this. You may not make any money doing this. You may fail miserably doing this. It's all in how you implement what you're taught and the fact that you put it to work and you use it. And I know I hate disclaimers, but in the society we live in nowadays, if you don't tell people the truth up front and you don't tell them, hey, this works for me, but it might not work for you, and results that I've helped others achieve are not typical and may not ever occur for you. Because people want to sue people every single day. They just want that free, easy money. So they're looking for an out. They're looking for a mistake that somebody like me is going to make in promising the world. And that's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to promise anybody any specific amount of money that you can make on eBay or any other platform that you decide to use. This is a remarkable, brand new tool that I've created to help people be more successful. If you implement things in the fashion that I show you, the possibilities are endless, the potential is enormous, but you have to do the work yourself. There is no magic button. I don't care what anybody says on the internet right now, even with artificial intelligence being such the hype thing. You're not going to create quality, everlasting products with one click of a button. And you're not going to become rich overnight by simply sending out one email with a couple words of text in it. It doesn't happen. You have to put in the work no matter what you're doing. But as long as you start, you put yourself out there, you continue at it, and you enjoy what you're doing, the type and level of success you have is entirely up to you. And I love doing this. Being an entrepreneur my whole life has been, for my wife, a roller coaster, because we've had some ups, but more downs than ever. So we've had many, 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 many years without money, and then other years with a lot of money. And it's not the easiest kind of life to be involved in. And I thank God every day for my wife and my kids that have supported me, and my sister, of course, and a few friends that understand that this is who I am. This is what I do. I'm an entrepreneur, and I enjoy showing others what I do and how I do it and how they can use it to make money themselves. It's not difficult. You just have to have the initiative and want to do it. I hope I'm the one that can inspire you and help you, especially if you have a collection of stuff that you no longer want. You spent years putting your time, your effort, your energy, your love into collecting something that you were passionate about. So just remember, the passion and love that you have or had for the item you collected, somebody else has it, or maybe they're starting out. So in life, it's really, we don't own anything. We are caretakers of things, and we pass them on to the next person or the next generation so that they can enjoy it, so that we can continue to provide what we love and create history that others can view many years down the road. Again, my name is Bill Duran. I am your entrepreneur, your power seller authority, your imperfect hair guy, as I'm sometimes called. Really, I'm a regular person, just loves being an entrepreneur. I don't love the downtimes, but you can't have the successes without the failures. That's reality. If you were always successful and you got hit with failure, you wouldn't know what the hell to do.